In this demo, we're going to walk through adding a donation button or a donate now button to your auction page. It's extremely easy to do, and it's very customizable to the look and feel of what you're trying to accomplish. So to find the donation feature, go underneath live event features and click on donations. From there, you're going to be on our donation feature section, and you'll just see a couple stats, and then we're going to dive into configuring your donation button. So once you're ready, you can go ahead and click Configure Settings. On the Configure Settings page, the first tab you're going to see is General, then we have Appearance, Amounts, and then Advanced. So we're going to go through each tab really quick, and I'll go through each feature on that page so that we can go ahead and dial in your Donate Now button. The first thing we want to do is we just want to update the button text and the button description. So usually by default we just have make a donation, but you can change this to donate now or donate to our cause, whatever you want to do and you want the button text to be. This is where you're going to update it on the basic configurations page. You can also choose if you want these donate buttons to show up on mobile or desktop, one or the other. We always suggest having them show up on both, but you have the ability to do that. And then when you want to actually use our donation buttons, you just want to just turn it on here by activating it or enabling it, and you'll be good to go. On the Appearance tab, this is where you can choose how you want your button to look and feel. So we have 3 different styles. We have your auction item style. So down here in the preview section, you can kind of see what it looks like. It'll look like an actual auction item next to your other auction items. It's kind of a nice placement there. I will show you these on an actual live auction here in a second, but for now, I will just keep you in the preview mode just so you can kind of get a feel for what it looks like. Our banner style, we add a banner above your auction items, just below the search and filter section. You can see it kind of just expands across the page. And then we also have a floating button. So if you want a just floating button in the bottom right corner of your auction, this is what that will look like. So let's go ahead and we're going to look at each one individually. I'm going to go ahead and choose the auction item style, and then we're going to view the page. So here is what your donate auction item style button will look like. And in a few minutes, I'm going to go through on how we can configure and change all of the settings and wording and everything in the color theme. But for now, I just want to show you what each style looks like. So next, we're going to go to the banner theme. So I am just going to choose banner style. And so here's what the banner style will look like. It'll go across the top of your page. All of your auction items will show up underneath it, and people can go ahead and do quick donations or donate. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the floating button. So I'm going to choose floating button. And with the floating button, this adds a make a donation button to the bottom. When they click on it, they can go ahead, choose the donation amounts, and then go through the donation process. Next, I'm going to go through customizing the look and feel. On the same Appearance tab, this is where when you scroll down underneath the preview box, you can go ahead and choose a theme. So depending on your maybe organization logos or your school colors, you can go ahead and pick a theme that we have pre-designed, or you can just create a custom theme and have your own color chosen here. We also have the ability to do gradient that you can turn on or off depending on if you like the look and feel of it. Also, the progress bar, you can change the look and feel of that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick let's do Indigo Night and check out and see what that looks like. Okay, so here's our Indigo Night in the auction item style. So when anybody needs to make a donation or wants to make a donation, they can come here and click the donate button and go through the process of choosing the donation amount, a custom amount, and then checking out. Next, we can customize the amounts that are shown, one on the fundraising goal. So this could be, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $100,000, whatever you want the goal to be. The current amount, this is basically going to show you how much you've currently added, but if you've also added any money offline, so maybe you've collected cash or check, you can update the current amount with whatever amount of money you collected offline. So this will just, again, increase your fundraising total. Any money you put here that you've collected offline does not get charged a fee or anything, but this is a great way to just keeping everybody that visits your event up to date on how much money you've actually raised through the donation feature. Suggested dollar amounts, we have them pre-filled now, but you can go ahead and change these to whatever amount you want. So feel free to change them up if you need to. It's all up to you on how you want that to handle. And then we also have a custom field. So if you don't want to allow them to leave a custom donation, then you can go ahead and turn this off, and they can only choose the preset dollar amounts that you put in there. If you do turn this on, there is a minimum maximum that you can do. It's a suggestion. This doesn't actually hold it to the max or the minimum, but it adds there saying, hey, your minimum donation that you want to accept is, X and the maximum is Y. So go ahead and add this there. The next thing is underneath the Advanced tab, we have a few things where we can require information at checkout. So this is where we're collecting all of the donor information. And also, if you want to be able to allow them to make an anonymous donation, this really is just anonymous to the public, but you'll have all of their contact information. So we do have the ability for you to add everybody's, like a running list of everybody that made a donation, whether it's on one of our leaderboards or your auction page. And if they choose anonymous, it just will hide their name to the public, but you'll be able to have all of their names there. Also at the bottom, we have a thank you message that you can add in. Again, this is what is shown to those donors after they make a successful donation to you. So you can go ahead and customize that message however you want to thank them or give them more information. And then we have some more information, that features that are coming soon. Okay, so now when you're back and you want to see all of the donations that came in, you go back to the donations section. You'll find a tab that says all donations. So you'll see a quick summary at the top. And if we click all donations, you'll go ahead and you'll see all of the donations listed here that have been completed. This means you have collected the money. We do have a feature where you can add donations to a final invoice, so that if they want to pay one final invoice amount with auction items and donations, we have that. If that's the case, these would be in a pending status until that invoice is paid. But from here, you can go ahead and see all of the people that made donations, how much money they've made, make some edits and deletes and things like that. Search for them when you have hundreds of donations and all of that. So in a nutshell, that is our donation feature. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to our auction success managers. They are there to help you and make sure that your event is successful. See you soon.